Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the D-Rich Show, where we talk anything and everything crypto. Now, here's your host, D-Rich.
Hey everybody, welcome to the D-Rich Show. This is D-Rich and today is January 25th, 2021. Happy Monday, guys. I know that you guys had an awesome weekend. I just want to make sure that you guys are good, in good standing to start the weekend. Start the week off right. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I told you guys before I left on Friday that I would hope that the Buffalo Bills would have won. We would have been taking ourselves to the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, you got to learn a couple lessons along the way because it looked like they got beat up a little bit, but it's okay. It's third year running, and soon enough we'll circle the wagon again. Anyway, guys, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell, and go ahead and share this on your favorite social media accounts if you don't mind. But anyway, again, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. We're going to have a wonderful and great week ahead today. I hope that you guys pull up a chair and sit down because I'm going to go ahead and give some information to you guys that might just be a little bit indifferent when it comes to XRP and cryptocurrency and the way we move forward with regulations and things like that and how things might play out. When it comes to me, I'm a little bit against the grain. I'm a little bit unorthodox with the way that I think and how I look at things, and it's not necessarily the same as everybody else, which is good. If you agree, great. If not, it should still be great because there's times when I don't agree with certain individuals, but I still respect their ideas and their opinions because those are the individuals' ideas and opinions. So we can agree to disagree and still be able to get along and understand that we are here for different ideas to digest and decipher and use discernment. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump off into this coin market cap because it looks like Bitcoin is trading at $33,816, still at the number one position, and the dominance has dropped a little bit lower at 63%. You got the market cap over $1 trillion, and it looked like it's pulling some volume in here. Anyway, Ethereum is at 1400 exactly, 1398 at the time of this recording. Tether still sitting there at number 3, and again, I always like to encourage the audience to use Tether as a means to buy cryptocurrency or use Tether for a purpose of not having to trade it in and out of other assets unless it's absolutely necessary. Polkadot is $17.70, still sitting at number 4. XRP 27 cents and almost 28 cents at number 5. Cardano at 35 cents here, and Chainlink is at $23.84. Litecoin $142.46, as well as Bitcoin Cash and Binance Coin rounding out the top 10 at 9 and 10, $449 and $42.47 for BNB. And the 11th spot, we gotta always give credit to the 11th spot because of the simple fact that this might change. And as you listened to my show last week, the video last week, I do see Stellar moving up to the number 2 spot eventually, now trading at 27 cents. Anyway, guys, go ahead and get your popcorn ready because I'm about to light this thing on fire. Not literally, but figuratively, because in the XRP community or in the crypto space, we have come to the realization that there is a new administration supposedly in power, but what I want you guys to do is take a step back, get out of your feelings, get out of your emotions, and kind of look at this and dig deep critically. And when I say that, that means you got to look at everything at every different angle because we don't know what is going on right now. Right now, some of us don't believe that this is happening. Some of us are happy that this has happened. But I can tell you there's probably a lot of people who have voter remorse at this time based on what we've seen in the first few days of this administration. 5 days in, we've already lost almost 100,000 jobs, things like that. So I'm going to tie it all together in a different perspective because I believe that optics are important. I believe that, you get to see who's on the chessboard, okay? Because the name of this video is Executive Order 13848, brings down the House. And I'll get to that later. But first, we're going to jump into what Brad Garlinghouse had said. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to load this. Hopefully, I'm going to load this things. I'm going to set it for a different level, different perspective. This video might be a little bit long, so bear with me on this because I gotta lay it down, and hopefully I can make it make sense to some people. Brad Garlinghouse tweeted, "Democracy wins, regardless of who you voted for. It's incredible to see the historic voter turnout this election. Congrats to President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. It's time to come together and turn to the many challenges that lie ahead." Okay, so let me just make this very, very plain and simple. I don't care who won, as long as it was legitimate. And if it was legitimate, okay, cool deal, no problem. But when you come out of the shadows, he's been front and center. Brad Garlinghouse has been front and center of a lot of this stuff, and that's cool. We get it, no problem. You know what? He's the leader for Ripple. Okay, he is the spokesperson. And if you dig a little bit deeper, you never play your hand if you're playing chess. You see the chessboard on the thumbnail. Okay, and I put that for a reason. Then we go over here to Christine Lagarde. Okay, I congratulate President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, the first woman to serve as Vice President. I sincerely wish all the best to both of you, tackling the tremendous challenges that lie ahead. Lagarde wrote on Twitter. This is coming from Tell Trader Public Web Station. Okay, and the article for Brad Garlinghouse, I gotta make sure that I give acknowledgement to these. The currency analytics. I'll go ahead and leave all of this in the description. Okay, then we go over to all of this stuff. New dawn in America. World leaders welcome U.S. President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. This is from the OPD Business News. And we're going to go over here and see who congratulated these people. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Okay. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Okay. Prime Minister Modi. Okay. See where I'm going with this? All of these people who have, congratulated these people. Just like I know, if you do enough due diligence and you do enough research, you'll find a lot of stuff about these people. Not good stuff. All right. And the reason why these people are coming out is because they think that it's safe to come out. It's safe to, expose themselves. In chess is a long, thoughtful game. And this is what we're seeing unfold. All right. And I'm going to continue with all of this because I'm going to get up to the point where I'm going to tell you exactly where this is going. A lot of people have their own ideas, which is great. I've heard them all. I've been hearing it for three and a half years when it comes to XRP. So, you got Boris Johnson here congratulating Joe Biden, things like that. And if you know anything about Boris Johnson, I'm going to put it out there. He's a freaking pedophile. Okay, you got Brad Garlinghouse. I can't say too much about what he has done, but I can tell you, I can look at the donations list to look at where they've been donating their money. Okay, they have every right to donate to whomever they want. That is perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. But it also paints a clear picture for me. It paints the narrative of what I think that they're doing behind the scene. Okay. And then I want to go back to this article right here. Who is Christine Lagarde, the woman who rolled her eyes at Ivanka Trump, is now set to take Europe's most important monetary position. This was July 3rd, 2019, coming from the Business Insider of India. Now, let me go ahead and read these two pointers right here. Lagarde, who is currently the head of the IMF, remember, IMF, that'll come back up later in this conversation, was an unexpected nomination going into the discussion in Brussels. Unexpected. Okay? Unexpected. That is the key word there. She is set to become the first female head of the bank. To Americans who don't follow economic policy, she is perhaps better known as the woman who rolled her eyes at Ivanka Trump, which is Donald Trump's daughter. Attempt to get into a conversation with world leaders. Now, keep this in mind. Keep this article in mind as I move forward with the video. Okay, I'm not going to cut or edit the video because I want you to understand that if you hear me, you're going to hear truth. You're going to hear unedited, unredacted versions. I think that, I have to be, myself, true to my nature, true to who I am and the way I interpret things. The only reason why I'm bringing all this stuff up is because they're, same language that goes on. We remember level the playing field. Okay. We remember those words. Okay. And I do believe that the level playing field will eventually happen, but we have to get to a point where it does happen and we have to see things unfold before then. But anyway, Build Back Better, Joe Biden's job and economic recovery plan for working families. Well, we've already seen that he's already cut off a lot of things. Then you go over here to see what Boris Johnson is talking about. Did Bojo steal Build Back Better tagline from Biden? Fact checkers can relax as both repeat an old UN slogan from Japan. Build Back Better. What is Build Back Better? Okay. From Breitbart, Build Back Better, the latest code phrase for green global tyranny. Get it? Tyranny. That is what it is. Once the coronavirus crisis is over, he intends to build back better for future generations. Now, I believe not too long ago, there was this Brexit thing, and it went on forever, and I think that they end up signing a deal with the EU, which does not benefit any of the people from the UK. You look at the deal, you look at the trade deal, break it down. What does it do? It's a rush deal that has, no merit whatsoever for the people in the UK. I can't really speak for them, but I do know that corruption is all over the globe, and the corruption has to be rooted out. I'm not going to read these articles. I want you to go over them yourself if you want. And the reason why I'm bringing these articles to your attention, because the past will always prove the future, and the future will always prove the past, as we know, if you dig deep enough and get out of your own way to kind of see what's going on. Now, a lot of people believe that the remaining XRP that is in escrow will go under the IMF. They will control the remaining of it. I can't say that that is true or not true. I can speculate and say it's possible. And even if so, what does that mean? For me, what it means is it's all part of the plan. Sit back and relax and let everything else unfold. Because I could tell you what, if you believe that you want the IMF to take control of XRP and you want XRP to be successful under Joe Biden, okay, great. But at what point do you want it to be successful when we're under the same oppressive systems? We're under the same debt systems, which are the central banks, IMF, BIS, Western Private Central Banks, the Federal Reserve. At what point will you still want the corruption to be a part of the currency when you can just do whatever you want with it and control the people with it? So my point to you guys are, do you want to be rich because of that? Do you want other people to suffer because of the Biden administration? Think about those things for a minute. Now, I want XRP to be successful, but I don't want it to be a success at the expense of others. I don't want the expense to be burdensome on the people of not only the United States, but other countries as well. And the people that I mentioned to you, Christine Lagarde, Boris Johnson, Brad Garlinghouse, and others, have put themselves in a position to show their hand, to show their true colors, to show you what they think of what's going on in the world. Yes, they've rubbed shoulders. Yes, they rub elbows. Yes, they've done all of this stuff. Yes, they've been in the meetings with these people. Now, I'm not sure who said it, whether it was Brad Garlinghouse or David Schwartz, that Ripple does not have to exist in order for XRP to be successful. I'm just paraphrasing. I'm not sure of the exact quote, so don't quote me on that. Now, if Ripple does not need to exist in order for XRP to be successful, what does that mean to you? Well, to me, it means Ripple really doesn't need to be around. And I think that Ripple may not be around when all is said and done. That's why those statements, or that statement, was made. Okay? What these people have done, not only knowing that this was a fraudulent election, that we have an illegitimate president in the United States of the corporation, is called seditious conspiracy. Okay? Because they only know. I talked to you guys about the donors list. There's potential for collusion and corruption. So if you guys don't want to look at it that way, I'm sorry to tell you, I'm not going to be the guy to sugarcoat everything. I'm not going to be the guy that tells you everything is peachy and cream and everything is great. We're going to look at the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, and we're going to attack it so that I'm not on a video just trying to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you things that you might not want to hear, but I'm also going to provoke your thoughts so that you can think outside of the box. Now, the reason why I think that we're in good shape, because of this executive order 13772, core principles for regulating the United States financial system. Now I'll read a little bit of it so that you can, digest this. Why do you think this president signed this executive order in 2017? Not 2021, not any other year before that, but in 2017. Why? Because he knows. He knows what's going on. In this executive order, not this actual page here, if you go into the executive order, page 194, talks about Ripple. Okay, section 1, policy. It shall be the policy of my administration to regulate the United States financial system in a manner consistent with the following principles of regulations, which shall be known as the core principles. Empower Americans to make independent financial decisions and informed choices in the marketplace, save for retirement, and build individual wealth. Prevent taxpayer-funded bailouts. Foster economic growth and vibrant financial markets through more rigorous regulatory impact analysis that addresses systemic risk and market failure, such as moral hazard and information and asymmetry. D. enable American companies to be competitive with foreign firms in domestic and foreign markets. Advance American interests, this is E, advance American interests in international financial regulatory negotiations and meetings. F, make regulation efficient, effective, and appropriately tailored. And G, restore public accountability within federal financial regulatory agencies and rationalize the federal financial regulatory framework. Now, I'll stop at that. You can read the rest. I'm going to leave all of this in the description. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because, again, this person, the person that most people don't like or don't want to make decisions, he put us in a great position because he knows what's about to happen. You know why he knows? Because of this executive order right here, folks. Executive Order 13848, imposing certain sanctions in the event of foreign interference in a United States election, September 12, 2018. Now, why would a person or a president sign this type of executive order? Because he knows. He knows what was going to happen. And let me go ahead and just be very clear to you. All of the shenanigans about the BIS and IMF and all this other jazz, it sounds peachy good. Okay? It sounds good, even if it does happen like some of these folks say. They still got to contend with this executive order. This is what they don't understand. All right? This executive order is going to give this president or the once these things are founded and true and come to light, which they will, because they have to. Okay? Nothing is secret that will not be made manifest. If you are into the Bible like I am, these are scriptures. And sometimes you got to apply everything to everything. And if you leave out bits and pieces, then that means you're not doing your due diligence. That means you're leaving out politics, you're leaving out religion, you're leaving out free speech, you're leaving out all of these things that affect us. Now, what does this executive order do? Okay, if any foreign interference involve activities targeting the infrastructure or pertaining to a political organization, campaign, or candidate, the extent to which such activities materially affected the security or integrity of the infrastructure, including by unauthorized access to disclosure or threatened disclosure or of alteration or falsification of information or data, the report shall identify any material issues of fact with respect to these matters. I want to go down to what happens to these people, and I'll show you some of this right here, section 2. All property and interest in property that are in the United States that hereafter come within the United States or that are or hereafter come within the possession or control of any United States person of the following persons are blocked and may not be transferred, paid, exported, withdrawn, or otherwise dealt in. Any foreign person determined by the Secretary of Treasury in consultation with the Secretary of State, the Attorney General, and the Secretary of Homeland Security, to have indirectly or directly engaged in, sponsored, concealed, or otherwise been complicit in foreign interference in the United States. Guys, they will seize their assets. They will take control of all of their assets. It does not matter where you are from. They will take all of their property, all of their assets, everything. So yes, it's okay if they go and implement this stuff with the BIS or the IMF or whatever. Go ahead, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Because they interfered in the election. And for you guys that cannot see beyond what's going on or the scope of what's going on in today's world and think that, this illusion is going to continue, or this facade is going to continue, you're wrong, because these guys are about to have all of their assets taken and seized Okay. Why do you think they put a lawsuit against Ripple? To hold everything up, because timing is important. Timing is always important. Okay. This element that we're going through is something called good versus bad, or evil versus good, whatever you want to call it. The good guys versus the bad guys. Okay. The cops and robbers, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is a heavy battle. There's, the good people that want good for humanity. There's the bad people that have been doing bad for so long that they don't want to give up their power. Okay, so it's not going to happen overnight. Remove some of your expectations as far as what you think that should happen. But I'm almost willing to bet that, yes, Joe Biden, they might do their thing, and XRP might do their thing under the administration, which is cool. No problem. But what I also want you to understand is, once it comes out that these guys interfered with an election and they knowingly knew, all of their assets are done. So when I say that Ripple doesn't need to exist for XRP to be successful, that's exactly what I meant. Then you go back and say this to Ivanka Trump. You think that this person wasn't put in place for a reason? You think Boris Johnson wasn't put in place for a reason? You think that Donald Trump is going to forever forget what this lady did to his daughter? I don't think so. I don't think so. For those who underestimate Donald Trump, I feel sorry for you, because you know what? He's never been wrong. He's always been right. And I'm going to tell you right now, whether you want to believe it or not, there's going to be some things that are going to shake people to their core when all is said and done. When it comes out, we know that Boris Johnson is a crook. You can see it. You know it. And that's just what it is, guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I won't bend or break to, anybody's narrative to thinking. You know what? Think for yourself. Think independently. Come to your own conclusions. Use your own discernment. But this executive order is going to bring down the house. It's going to bring it all down. Okay? It's going to bring it down. Their time is up. Their reign will be over soon. Okay? I know that, I'm trying to give myself a bunch of hopium. But, sometimes you got to believe in those things that you don't see. You got it? You got to have faith. Then also want you guys to do me a favor. Case number 20-40375-KKS is a court record of the United States being bankrupt. Okay? The corporation, not the United States of America, but the corporation. So go do your research on that, and see what you find on that. But I just want you guys to know that, no matter what, if you disagree with me, that's cool. I'm cool with that. But you know what? I just wanted to share these ideas with you because I think that they're important, that we don't get confused along the way and people making these predictions. I'm not making a prediction. I'm only speculating based on what I see, what I've seen. Okay? I'm okay to speculate just like anybody else. And if I'm wrong, okay, I'm wrong. I'm willing to admit that. But I'm not going to be complicit in not sharing my ideas and thoughts, because if I don't, and then I knew these things, you're going to be like, well, you knew these things. Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you help us prepare in a different way? Well, I'm just wanting you guys to read these things. These two executive orders. Executive Order 13772. Executive Order 13848. Once you read those things, you're going to understand where we're headed, what we're about to be involved in. And again, we're talking about the power structure, a power shift. We've all agreed that this is the greatest time to be alive, the greatest financial, the transfer of financial in history is about to happen, the greatest wealth transfer. not to them, but to the people. How do you do that? You have to expose these people. You have to bring them to light. Okay, and some of them, they've already been in broad daylight. But how do you bring all of these other people to the light? You have to do something that is mind-blowing, jaw-dropping, and say, wow, I didn't expect that to happen, or I didn't see that happening that way. Hey, we can think of all the things that we want to say. We think it's going to happen this way or that way or the other. That is perfectly fine. But I don't know if anybody's talking about it happening this way. So, again, I've always said that the Treasury of the United States will take control of the remaining escrow of XRP. And I believe that Stellar will also be attached in some sort of way. And the globalists, they will not have a future, guys. I'm sorry to tell you. And if you want those globalist elites continue to remain in power, we'll continue to have the same issues and problems that have existed way before Donald Trump came into office. All right. So anyway, guys, I hope that I enlighten you some, giving you something different to think about. And you know what? Again, I apologize if you don't like certain people up front, but I'm not going to apologize for my content or my way of thinking, because you know what? I like to look at connecting dots in certain ways. Because again, I'm going to tell you that I'm very unorthodox. I'll always go against the grain, and I'm not going to always think with conventional wisdom, as they say. So anyway, guys, that's my time for the show today. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bells, and I'll try to get out videos consistently and regularly Monday through Friday between the hours of 12 and 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I've been trying to do my best to work on different things, and eventually I'll get it. I'll get the hang of it. Bear with me. But anyway, guys, have a great rest of your day. Continue to work hard. Continue to educate yourself. Continue to do your due diligence. Do your research. Go down rabbit holes. See where they might lead you. Because I could tell you right now, there's a ton of information that needs truth finders and truth seekers, and I hope you're about the truth, because I am. And if the truth sets me free, then you know what, I need to be free, and I need to make sure that I'm aware of everything around me and surrounding me. So anyway, guys, God bless, take care, and as always, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye bye.